Welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello, everybody. That's Karen.
And that is Shane. Today, we are looking at part 1 of An Office on the Beach, Becoming a Digital Nomad. Ooh, sounds so fun.
Digital nomad.
Yeah, before we dive into this, article, what is a digital nomad?
What is a digital nomad?
Okay.
I'll ask you.
Well, it's basically like a kind of job that you can have and then you can work and travel at the same time. So, meaning you don't have to be in the office from 9 to 5.
Like a nomad kind of goes from place to place without a home, and digital is because you're on your computer or your phone, so that's why it's a digital nomad.
Yes.
So would you like to have this kind of a lifestyle? Like,
who wouldn't want to be a digital nomad?
Well, what are some of the benefits of being a digital nomad?
Okay, well, number 1, that you get to work and travel at the same time, and you get to decide your working hours as well. Maybe you could wake up late and work for a few hours, and then you can rest.
Oh, okay.
So it's really flexible, so it seems, right?
Yeah, I do like to travel, so you could visit a lot of places, and then you can kind of work from wherever you are.
Exactly.
That does sound pretty good, but I am kind of a homebody, and I really like having a home that is kind of like my sanctuary. It's like the place where I call home. I feel like moving around a lot, I don't think I would like that.
Really?
Yeah, just for traveling, but I always really look forward to coming home. While I'm traveling, I miss my bed, I miss my cats.
True, you have a lot of cats.
Yeah, and I just miss home. So I don't know if I would like that.
So I guess it's probably not for everyone.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, let's look into what the article has to say.
All right.
Imagine a scene. It's a Monday morning and you are working on your laptop in a Tokyo cafe. The next week, you are also working on your laptop, but this time in a cafe by a Thai beach. Does it sound like a dream? Well, for digital nomads, it's a reality. Digital nomads are individuals who make use of modern technology to work while they travel. They are often writers, designers, or tech workers. In fact, there are many different jobs that suit this lifestyle.
Okay, so we are looking at part 1 of An Office on the Beach, Becoming a Digital Nomad.
Just imagine that, okay? So let's get into the article.
All right.
Imagine a scene.
Okay.
It's a Monday morning, and you are working on your laptop in a Tokyo cafe.
Ooh.
The next week, you are also working on your laptop.
Okay.
But this time, in a cafe by a Thai beach.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Wow. Okay, it sounds really, really nice. It's like you're traveling basically, every single week or every few days, right?
So continuing, does it sound like a dream?
Yes, it does.
Well, for digital nomads, it's a reality.
It's not just a dream.
That's what digital nomads do. They just travel from place to place and they work from wherever they are.
That's right.
So they say for digital nomads, it's a reality. So what is reality? It's a thing that is actually experienced or seen. In contrast to what people might just imagine.
In their minds,
right? So for example, Bruce made his dream of starting his own company a reality.
Ah, nice. Okay, so digital nomads are individuals who make use of modern technology to work while they travel.
So modern technology like smartphones and laptops and stuff, okay?
Things that, we use on a daily basis. And they are often writers, designers or tech workers. In fact, there are many different jobs that suit this lifestyle. For example, YouTubers as well.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's right, because their job is to make videos, right? So it doesn't really matter which country they are in. As long as they're making interesting content, then basically they can be anywhere.
And it's interesting because some YouTubers actually just become a digital nomad and they're just doing a video blog of traveling from country to country.
Exactly.
And then they make money by just exploring places and showing people the places where they are.
That's right.
We have another vocabulary word, lifestyle. It's just the usual way of life of a person, group, or society. It's just like the way that you live.
That's
your
right.
lifestyle.
And we're also looking at this word here, designer, and that is a noun. A designer creates and carries out plans for a project, a structure, or a new style of product.
Okay.
So basically, they come up with the idea.
Got it.
So for example, this dress was made by one of my favorite designers. So the designer would think about how the dress is going to look, what color, and then, different kind of style. So that's their job.
Yeah, I feel very 矛盾, very conflicted about this digital nomad. Because to me, it does sound really interesting. I do love to travel.
Yeah, me too.
But then when I think about how much I love home, oh man, I don't know. Maybe it would be cool to be a digital nomad for just a period of time, like 1 year. Take 1 year off and become a digital nomad and travel all around the world.
That's right.
But I don't feel like I could do it for long term.
But I think, you can still own your home. It doesn't mean that you can't own a home if you're a digital nomad.
Yeah.
You can basically choose where you want to be and when you want to be there. So if you want to, for example, travel for 3 months and then come back home, you can still do that, right?
That's a good point. Okay. All right, great point. Why don't we take a break and we'll be right back.
All right. Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课程是关于 Digital Nomad。那么 Digital 就是形容数位的 ，Nomad 它是指游牧民、流浪者。那么 Digital Nomad 常常把它翻译成数位游牧族，形容像是游牧者一样四处的旅行，依靠数位设备工作的人。同学们，你想象一下哦，这一周你可能是在一间东京的咖啡店用笔电工作，然后下一周你就出现在泰国一间海边的咖啡店用笔电工作，这听起来是不是像梦呢？不过呢，对于数位游牧族来说，这却是实际情况。数位游牧族是利用现代科技一边工作一边旅行的人，他们通常可能是作家、设计师啊，或者是科技工作者。我们看单字 reality 它表示现实、实际情况。Designer 则是指设计师、设计者。Shane 老师刚刚提到说自己喜欢旅游，可是又喜欢宅在家，他觉得很矛盾，不确定自己是否适合当数位游牧族。他说到 conflicted 这个字 ，C-O-N-F-L-I-C-T-E-D conflicted 可以形容情绪是矛盾的。好，这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是与感官有关的连缀动词，包括 sound 听起来 ，look 看起来 ，smell 闻起来 ，taste 尝起来，或是 feel 感觉起来等等。那它们的后面可以接形容词，也可以接 like 加名词，像是 What are you cooking? It smells wonderful. 你在煮什么啊？闻起来好香哦。或者是 It tastes kind of like bacon. 就是说这尝起来有点像培根。那第二个重点是 make use of something， 这是表达利用、使用什么什么。use 在这边是当不可数名词，前面你也可以加上 good、better 或是 more 等等的形容词来修饰。例如 make good use of the skills you've learned， 要善加利用你所学到的技能。接华课文中。
The term digital nomad was first used in the early 1990s after the development of devices like laptops and cell phones. As technology improved, more people started taking their work with them to faraway places. For lots of jobs, all you need is a smartphone and a good internet connection. This became especially clear during the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, many people were required to work from home rather than the office. Perhaps that's why around 17.3 million Americans were living as digital nomads in 2023.
Welcome back, everyone. So before the break, we were talking about digital nomads and then how flexible their schedule is. They can travel and work at the same time. You could be, I don't know, in Taiwan one week, and next week you will be in Tokyo, and the following week you could be in Canada.
In Qatar.
Exactly.
You could be anywhere.
And then you're making money at the same time. You don't have to go to the same office every single day.
Okay. All right. Let's continue. The term digital nomad was first used in the early 1990s after the development of devices like laptops and cell phones.
That's right.
Oh, I thought it was a much more recent term. I think we started using digital nomads, this terminology, more often recently.
That's true.
But I didn't know. But all the way back to the 1990s. Interesting. So what are devices?
Okay, so devices are objects or systems that have a specific purpose or intention. Like electronic communication devices like cell phones.
Okay. So cell phone is a type of device.
That's right.
Okay. And we have a vocabulary word term. Term is a noun. It's a word or phrase used as the name of something, especially one connected with a particular type of language. So, for example, you could say, my American friend uses many English terms that I have never heard before.
Because sometimes it would be different. For example, like British English, right?
So I have a friend.
Different terms.
Exactly. I have a British friend. He's always using terms that I'm like, what, huh? Especially like when he writes messages to me, I just never know what he's talking about.
Because he's using a different term, right?
He's using different terminology that I've never heard before.
That's right. Okay, well, let's continue. As technology improved, more people started taking their work with them to faraway places. So back in the days, I think before 1990s, I think a lot of people, if they were to work, they have to go to the office, work on the computer, right? In the company.
Unless you were like a traveling salesperson or something like that.
Exactly. And laptops were not that popular, like a few decades ago.
And they were huge. They were also very heavy. And they couldn't do very much.
Exactly. But now basically everyone has a laptop.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so for lots of jobs, all you need is a smartphone and a good internet connection. Yeah, so a connection is just, this is being used as a noun here, is the act of connecting or the state of being connected.
That's right.
Is a connection. And so we often say having a good connection when we're talking about the internet in particular.
That's right.
An example sentence, my phone has a bad connection at the moment. I'll call you back later.
And usually that would happen when you're maybe in an elevator.
Or a tunnel.
Yes, inside the tunnel. Then you would have bad connection,
Or when you're like in the basement.
Oh, that's right. Another place with bad reception or connection.
Right.
Okay, this became especially clear during the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, many people were required to work from home rather than the office. And that is true because during that time, a lot of people, we had to quarantine ourselves, right?
We couldn't leave. We had to stay at home. and we weren't able to go into the office.
So during that time, a lot of people were trying to think of different ways. Like, how do we keep working when we're at home?
And also, how do we go to school?
Yes!
Right? So it wasn't just working, it was also getting an education. Right? And a pandemic, when we're talking about COVID-19, a pandemic is an outbreak of an infectious disease.
That's right.
Like COVID, that spreads among many people over a wide geographical area. Right.
Okay, and we're also looking at this word here, require. So to require means to need something or make something necessary. So for example, we are required to show our tickets before we can enter the museum. So this is like a thing that we must do, right? We have to show that we have paid for our tickets so we can go into the museum.
Okay, continuing. Perhaps that's why around 17.3 million Americans were living as digital nomads in 2023.
That many, 17.3 million Americans.
That
wow.
is insane.
It is.
I would have never guessed. I would guess that number would be like close to like 1 million, but over 17 million people. But it does make sense because so many things now, especially after the pandemic, we realized and we set up ways to work from home.
That's right.
And we set up ways to not have to go into the office. And we started to learn that, hey, actually, we don't need to go into an office every day.
Exactly.
So companies started doing things differently.
So even teaching English, we could be teaching English online. So we could be digital nomads too.
Well,
recording videos.
What are we even doing here?
Oh, maybe we should just go.
Let's just get out of here. Well, that's all the time we have.
Wait a second.
I'm
we
leaving.
have to say bye-bye to everyone.
Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye.
That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Digital Nomad 数位游牧族这个词啊，是在1990年代初期，在笔电和手机等等科技装置发明后首次使用。那么随着科技进步，越来越多人把工作带到遥远的地方。那对许多工作来说，只需要一只智慧型手机，还有良好的网络连线。那么这个情况在新冠肺炎大流行期间就变得特别明显了。当时很多人都在家工作，而不是在办公室。也许这就是为什么在2023年。有大约1730万个美国人过着数位游牧的生活。Shane 老师听到这个数字，他说 That is insane。那么 insane 这个形容词就是形容疯狂的、精神失常的。好，再来看课文单字 term 它表示措辞或者是专门名词或者是术语。那么 Shane 老师刚刚有提到 terminology 则是指术语的意思。再看到 connection 它表示连线，也有连结、关联的意思。require 则是动词，表示需要、要求。好，再来文中他提到 COVID-19 pandemic， 它表示新冠肺炎疫情。那么 Shane 老师他刚刚在讲这个流行病的时候，他有提到 outbreak 就可以表达疾病、暴力活动等等的爆发。还有 infectious infectious 可以描述疾病是传染性的或是传染的。再看到 geographical geographical 它可以形容是地理的或是地理学的。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，那这边我们来看看 rather than 它表示而不是、而非。那以下要介绍它的不同词性和用法。首先呢，它可以当连接词用，去连接这个词性相同的字词。如果是连接动词的话，时态必须相同。好，举例来说 We took the stairs rather than the elevator。我们走楼梯而非搭电梯。那第二个当介系词的时候，后面是要接名词或动名词，这时候相当于 instead of。举例来说 Rick sold his car rather than getting it fixed。 Rick 把车卖掉而不是送修。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Imagine a scene. It's a Monday morning and you are working on your laptop in a Tokyo cafe. The next week, you are also working on your laptop, but this time in a cafe by a Thai beach. Does it sound like a dream? Well, for digital nomads, it's a reality. Digital nomads are individuals who make use of modern technology to work while they travel. They are often writers, designers, or tech workers. In fact, there are many different jobs that suit this lifestyle. The term digital nomad was first used in the early 1990s after the development of devices like laptops and cell phones. As technology improved, more people started taking their work with them to faraway places. For lots of jobs, all you need is a smartphone and a good internet connection. This became especially clear during the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, many people were required to work from home rather than the office. Perhaps that's why around 17.3 million Americans were living as digital nomads in 2023.
Hey, it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
Oh, it's starting to get really chilly.
Oh yeah, but in the morning it was very hot. But you know what? You need a shacket.
A shacket? What's a shacket?
It's a portmanteau, and it means a shirt, kind of like a jacket mixture thing.
So a shirt jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're working on portmanteaus today.
Let's work on some portmanteaus. Okay, the first one is a skirt. What is a skirt?
I think it's skirt and shorts. Short.
I think it's short and skirt.
Skirt and
Skirt?
Uh-huh.
and short.
Sometimes it's too short. It's not pants.
Skirt.
Boom.
Yes. Skirt and short. What about chillax?
Chill and relax.
Chill and relax.
Relax or
Yep, and
Chill and relax. Chill and relax.
chill and relax.
very good. And what have we learned today?
Let's work on some portmanteaus. A portmanteau is when you take one word plus another and combine it to make a new word. So for example, our first one is skort. That's when you take skirt and shorts, combine it together, and you make a new clothing item, which is a skort. And it's really great for people who like to wear skirts and also have that security underneath, which is why athletes love to wear them. So for example, tennis players love wearing skorts. Our next word is chillax. So we have the word chill and relax. And it's more of a casual way of saying, just relax, don't take things too seriously. So for example, now that finals are over, it's time to chillax. That's all we have for today. KiWi later.